Are you good? Uh, OBS. This is D OBS loves to move my overlay specifically for my drawing scene. So it looks like this when I open it. Every single time I open my my OBS, I'm like, okay, let's check to see if they've moved my overlay. Sometimes it's fine, but like most of the time it fucks it up like that. Yeah, my computer fully froze. My computer said, actually no, you're not allowed to uh to tell people that, yeah. Why is my chat slightly to the left? Don't snooze that ad. I don't want it right now. I need my OBS to log in for real. Why is it shifted over? What the fuck? Anyway, sorry about that. I can't control that. Um, it's mean and cruel to why? What do you what? Music again? There we go. I would put on the playlist for my pirate story, but I have I think one song on it. I have 3 songs on it. Stays for love. My God, it's gonna play ad. Should I just play the ads now so that they don't? Oh, that's so real of you. You say it's a wait a second. I'm looking. It's a you say it's a pretty epic Discord. Nothing happens in there. It just got made. I have to reopen everything. It's not the first time that stream has completely frozen, like completely had gone down because of this shit. Okay. Uh, why is this here? Hello? Close this. I don't need this. Okay, it did save that. I needed that. No. Should I do my pirates? Gah! Gah! Did I respond to you, Juno? It is okay. It is okay and normal. Why did I say normal? The fuck? I think I'm trying to say I'm normal. I'm so all over the place. We're being so normal together. Yay! You're not normal. Ugh, I don't. Well. Hmm. You're. Hmm. If you're not. Why don't I have ship in a bottle in my pirate playlist? What the fuck? My pirate story playlist. Yeah? Yeah, thank you so much. Uh, it's not really funeral. It's just like the mourning aesthetic because of her backstory, which is spoilers. I don't really know the full role in her story um that she has yet, but like she I like her. I like her. Her name is If Else, like the coding statement, and she's cool and I like her. uh okay, my pirates. I am obsessed with Nivan. Nivan is not the main character. It's one of my funny tricks. You know who the main character is? The main character is this guy. This loser. I I'm not even obsessed with Nivan because like he's anything special. He's like literally just like an asshole who is like got the totally wrong mindset. And like I don't even actually mind spoiling like what's going on with Navan because Navan is like from the get-go you don't know much about him when he first shows up, but you can tell he's got the most rancid vibes because of the way that he talks to Gil. Because when the story goes, like Gil is like out on the sea and encounters Ariel. Ariel, come here. You drew Ariel last year. Ariel, come here. You, Ariel. Ariel, Ariel and Gil encounter each other, and Gil is like destroying a bunch of shit that belongs to other people. Well, actually, he made them to be fair, but he goes and like destroys a bunch of shit, and Ariel is like sent to go find him, and he's like, "Hey, the fuck are you doing?" And they have this little encounter that ends up with like, um, generally, Gil just like being like, "This is the only one that I'm okay with." um and like Ariel leaves, but then like comes back and goes, "Actually, I changed my mind. I want to just hang out around you." And it becomes like a it's a enemies to acquaintances very fast, and then that then it goes, friends to lovers, except it's very uh there it's queer platonic. They have a queer platonic relationship, and that's so important to me that these two are not they're not romantically involved, but they are in love. a couple years ago, I actually got really emotional over the concept of Gil calling Ariel his husband, and I was like, dude, they're in love. Nugget. Yeah. It's kind of implied, with the way that Ariel and Gil, no, not Ariel, Navan and Gil talked to each other, that they had something going on before, but like, it's Navan is the one who got Gil to start thinking, yeah, I gotta destroy a bunch of shit. I gotta destroy the things that I made for other people. I don't. I will admit, I made this as like the story initially was based around like it was just a short story that I made in high school, and it was surrounding specifically these two, and it was just about like a story. It was just a story about a guy who was going to destroy ships that belong to the gods as a non-god, and Ariel was one of the gods, and was like, "What? Hey, what are you doing there, my guy?" And because has more power, like he kind of had to sit down and just like talk to him about it. Um, and Ariel was sent to like catch Gil, but he's like, I understand what you're doing. I understand what you're thinking. But are you also realize? I need you to also realize what you're doing by destroying somebody's creations, because it is yours, but it is also someone else's. And he's like, and on that, and like, and okay, and you can, just as long as you think about that and you accept that that's an important thing, I'm letting you go. And then he just kind of leaves. It's really funny to me, the way that Ariel first encounters him and then comes back, because it literally is like kind of like a late at night sort of time where uh Gil like destroys this ship that Ariel's on, just because like he's left and he doesn't know what he doesn't like, it's just there and he's left, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna destroy it because there's no one on it and I can't manage two ships. So he destroys it and he goes about his day and he goes to sleep and he wakes up and Ariel's there on his own ship and he's like, hey, so I'm gonna stick around. And he's like, what the fuck? I like them. I like them. They're so silly. I need a. I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling crazy, dude. Do you? Yeah. There's this drawing I made. There's this drawing I made. Dude, they're in love. Dude, they're in love. Why does it say Iron Man in my strong Iron Man? That's thanks, captions. I'm so glad. A there's a thing in my notes somewhere that is just like an excerpt of writing. Actually, you would think it was a prompt. Yeah, there was a prompt that I answered that was just like, what is your thoughts on a different character? And I love writing things like that. I love writing dialogue that says a lot about a character. And where's my notes? I want to find it. I want to find it. These descriptions are so important to me. You're so real for that. Um, yeah, okay. I have this one. I'm so obsessed with these two sets of dialogue. Um, so this is okay. This first one is from Gil about Ariel. And it is posed as it does start as like somebody asking the question, "What do you think about the other?" So, what do you think about Ariel? Ariel? Fuck, I don't really know where to start. We definitely started out on the wrong foot, believe it or not. Kind of seemed like a pretentious ass at first, with all his flashiness and that smug grin. I can tell you now he's really not. He's got that look though. The get-up's all fancy and the colors all bright and clean somehow in his line of work. He's really only got that grin though when he's doing his work. Otherwise it's all softer. It's kind of soft he's kind of soft in general. I mean, he should have gotten me and brought me back to the caves back then, but he didn't. He listened and let me go. He's a curious guy. And a joker. Feathers, he's so smug too. In a stupid, charming way. Sometimes he pulls me into a dance in the moonlight on our ship and he just talks, fucking flirts at me like he's just met me and he thinks I'm the prettiest angel in the world. And he's the one to talk being Sir Mr. Pretty Guy. He's lovely to be around. I'm so fucking lucky to have him. I love that one. The one for Ariel is also so silly, and I love that one. The one for Ariel is, what do you think about Gil? As if there are enough words to describe him. He's pouty, aggressive, brash, if not a bit curt. He's messy, a tad dirty, and forgetful as well. He has plenty of flaws, and yet he's still kind and sweet and beautiful. I didn't see it all right away since he hid so much of himself, but when you spend a long time with someone at sea, there's a tendency to open up. He's very thoughtful at times. Sometimes I catch him staring out at the sea, caught in his own head in the horizon. Sometimes, if his hair is down, it flows gorgeously in the wind. Other times, it flies into his face. When he smiles, it's one of the most beautiful sights I get to see. And his laugh is so genuine and confident, I find myself missing it when he's finished. Of course, then I get to see his silly, beaming smile. Did I say smile? Honestly, nothing about him is perfect. His hair is never neat. His eyes often look tired. His smile is crooked and he snorts when he laughs, but that's what makes him perfect. My perfect. Gil is just so genuine and honest. I couldn't imagine him without those silly imperfections. Dear me, he's just so handsome in his own way. I truly do love him to death. Yeah, those are things I wrote years ago, but they still stand. I love them. My characters, I'm crazy about them. They're in love. They're in love. They're so in love, and I'm so crazy about them. Yeah, I put them above my rework rebirth characters because of how crazy I am about them. I I I also just feel like they're more interesting to draw than my rework rebirth characters. Most of them, at least. Did you come out of Lurk specifically for that? Yeah, rework rebirth, my story, my other one, the one with my humans. Oh, you just came back. Okay. Welcome back. What do you mean? Did I keep? It's. Fuck. Do you want me to stop the whole stream when you're gone? What the hell? Oh shit, these are the quote unquote acapella versions, which I guess they are, but like they're just it's just the vocals without um the instrumental, and it's always so strange to me to listen to. It's not bad. I'm just like, what if I like it's this is dead silence. Jiraiya, you put dead silence in here. Let's go. Let's move. Move on. Um yeah, my rebirth characters are very silly. I'm so glad I finally finished all the references. My God, there's 14 of them. I don't know why I decided yes, I need all 14 of them. What do you? I don't know what story you're talking about because you did say that you left. Um, I wasn't talking about Rework Rebirth today, so you didn't miss anything today. I was talking about my pirates. Hmm? Yippee! How long have you been working on it? Days. I'm fucking up this lip. There you go. I think what's hard about this is that I'm trying to. He's got both like a cow lip and a bit of it and like a tiger lip because he's me when I make my hybrids and it's so hard to figure out what they're supposed to look like. You're so fucking real for that. I, dude, one time I was I I wonder why my friend Juno Moons, the cowboy, thinks that bovines are so cool. That's crazy. Oh, I should flare the nostril, that would help. Menacing fuck. Weird divine bunny thing. We love to see it. I love cows so much. I don't talk about it much anymore because I don't really have reasons for it, but I do love cows a lot. Whoa, you like cows? That's crazy. Cows are so fucking pretty. I do have this OC, this cow OC called Marmalade, um, that I made like a while ago, and I don't do anything with them because they were made as mostly just like a silly joke, and then I didn't really do anything with them. This looks so much more aggressive than the last time I drew Nivon, but Nivon is an aggressive, angry shit. Yeah, I really like the name Marmalade for the cow. He's they're supposed to be like not actually a mafia boss, but they look like a mafia boss. They're like this small little cow with like a yeah, like a suit and like a fedora, and they're they look very moody, but it's just it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, they look like that, but if you ever actually try talking to them, and like learn more about them, you're like, oh, this guy just has social anxiety. God, I feel like the way that I'm drawing Nivon right now, he looks kind of like desirable to some people, which is fine, I guess. Yes. He is like a piece of shit. I don't know if he's a piece of shit and I have no plans to like redeem him. Um or at least nothing. I have no plans to redeem him because I don't know why he's doing what he's doing, and what he's doing is definitely not like something that he can just like apologize for because like I was talking about it before. He's like trying to um he was getting Gil to destroy all these like ships that he made, um and it's not good. um I'm drawing this paw like shit. There's some fun rules that I made. Sorry, I'm like completely going off track because there's some fun rules that I made though for about like the anatomy of some of these creatures. Like, uh, if they're aquatic, they have a little. If they have any aquatic, um, DNA in them. Not that they really have DNA, but if they have any aquatic features in them, they'll have a little bit of webbed paws, and they'll only have four fingers, including thumb. What was I saying about? Yeah, so yeah, he like convinces Navon to do this shit, and like when you first encounter him in the story, I said this before, yeah, he gives off these completely rancid vibes because it's clear that Navon and that looks like shit. It's clear that Navon and Gil know each other based on the way that they're talking and everything, but like when Navon like encounters him, like Gil is like a little bit happy to see him. Like he seems kind of excited, but he also seems incredibly nervous. And when they start talking, it's like Nirvana's like, "Why are you with him?" Talking about Ariel, and they start like arguing and yelling at each other, and it's like it's mostly Gil being kind of defensive. Um, so you get like really rancid vibes immediately because dude, what's going on? What's going on over here? You know? I'm fucking this up. There's something about this that I'm fucking up. I love Navon. I hope he dies. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Maybe. He's not good. He's not a good guy. I guess he's handsome if you're into that sort of thing. I'm joking. I'm being silly. I'm not, but like I am. The thing about Navon is that like I designed him and I'm like, yeah, there's gonna be people who like him. The one that I'm confused about people liking is this guy, Gil. I'm like, people like Gil, and I'm like, what? Huh? He's definitely some people's type, but I don't. I bet you do. Hand him over. It's my OC, bro. He's also married to this guy. Not married. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think marriage exists in in this world. But if it did, they would be married. God, I love my sketches. It looks like shit. Did I give them five? Hmm. No, you're only getting three on your feet this time. You don't get five. Why would you have five? Okay. Have good snack. I wonder how many animals are like actually visible in in these characters because I have no idea. I don't feel like a lot of them are. I feel like if you can see the tail properly, then Navan is obviously part eel. But it's like really just well, it's not just the tail that makes him eel. It's and the tail and the markings. They're spotty, more like an eel than like a tiger because they have tiger. I don't actually like the. Oh, somebody delivered food to me. I don't know what this is. Should I be scared? He didn't. He also seemed to not know what this is. So that's fun. Oh, it should not be that big. Well, this guy's kind of a freak. There we go. I am gonna still need to put the hand references there. Realistically, I should be having like all the markings visible. It's just so much work. Big ass tail. There's so many versions of this song. It's awesome. God, I forgot that. Ugh. Tiger. Alright, it doesn't do that. Some kind of weirdo. I don't know. You've been through. Mouth. I don't know what else to put on here. Is there anything else I should be putting on here? I don't know. Do I have too much space on this canvas? Maybe. Fuck, I forgot. Which... Did I make... Did I choose one for... Hmm. Wait, I forgot to put its little sensory pits in here. Stop looking at me like that, you freak. Stop. Stop looking at me like that. Where are my notes? I don't know where my notes are. Where are my notes? Divine. Okay, so he doesn't have one first. Okay. I mean, it's just a quartz. It's fine. Yeah. Um. There's all this empty space. I'll figure out what to do with it later. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh shit, it split. I love this song. Oops. You have too much for him. This is the part I suck at. The hat. It's too big. Don't go that big. These are too big. Yay! How do you feel about it? Feel good? Hope so. Yay! Great to get something done. Even better to feel good about it. It's in pause. It's pause gallery. That's where it is. If you ever get confused, you can go to the tutorial channel, and there's a server map there. The pause is where the media channels are, if that helps. Man, I'm drawing this stupid fucking jacket, and I'm like, wow, Gil, this thing doesn't fit you at all. This fucking loser wearing a jacket that's way too big. I love Gil. Gil's a loser a little bit. Sorry. Most of my characters are at least a little bit of a loser. Oops. Oh my god. I like that Juno is the only person to have a fucking intro. Juno's the first one. I didn't even put an intro in. I'm so cool like that. Wow. You're so cool, Juno. What the fuck? You put my art in there. That's that's my art on your rough sheet. That's crazy. But Juno thinks that Juno thinks Juno Juno thinks he can get away with Juno thinks he can get away with saying that. There's no art fights coming up. I have to draw his legs. This is fucked up. Gil is actually not one of my favorites in terms of design. I think I like Navan because of how simplistic he is. Like, his patterns are not simplistic, I will say. When it comes to his patterns and all that, he's kind of complex. But like in terms of his design, like I think it's simple and it gets the job done. I'm pretty sure that I've edited most of the designs for the characters, but Navon has stayed exactly the same. The only difference is that Navon, like, they all used to be human looking, so. I made them not human because I was like, I don't know, I don't want them to be. And they didn't need to be. I win. Actually, I want to change that. Oh yeah, no, it's not an universe lore thing. It's just me not wanting them to be human anymore. So I'm just like, yeah, they're not. In universe, the lore is that they are all like, made from the feathers of like the god that birthed the world. Like a feather will shed off of that god, and then that feather will become a new uh a new guy. Which makes family different. Because there's no like actual biological family. It's really just like if you after you are like born, you connect with somebody and you want to stay with them, then it's like, yeah, you're basic your siblings. I'm fucking up this foot. Hello? Don't draw it like that. There's so much fucking theming I do with my designs sometimes, and I'm feeling insane crazy. Yes, I would like to see. You're so real for that. The thing about Gil is that Gil is supposed to be like. Gil is supposed to seem on the outside kind of like uh mean and stuff because he is like trying to destroy a bunch of shit. But he's actually not. He's not. He's just fucked up. Um and more specifically with the way that like his relationship with the Navan is and how Navan like convinced him to do all these things, he he actually is based off of a lot of like prey animals. And that's because like he was like naive in the beginning and was able to be manipulated by Navan. And Navan is a lot more predator animals. Why is this song so quiet? Oh my god. My friend pals are so good at art. Did you know that? I see it. It's do you would you be okay with me pulling it up? I like wasn't even thinking about it really because I'm like that's not mine. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. I really like the way you did the eyelashes. It's crazy. It feels like I don't know what it feels like specifically. I just it has a vibe. It has a vibe and I know what it is in my brain and I like it. I also like really like the just like the subtle shading on the knees. Top surgery scars. I love when they make them I love when people make them funny looking. I really like the edge on that. It's really the lighting on all of this is really nice. Like it's subtle, but it's really good. Damn. They're a divine servant of fate herself, and they keep having to do shady shit in life. Mm, the things that fate makes you do. Oh my god, just like Dollop. I don't think it's really a spoiler to say that uh Dollop is Dollop Dollop hates her fucking job. Cause like, look at this. Look at that. I can't imagine being happy if you were literally owned by a company. Actually, the description that I have, it is fucked. Like the whole point of like her um thing, her story is that like she is a victim of like just like being she's so famous, but she's also locked into like being with this company and she can't like do anything about it. Yay! Um this is what I have for a description on Artfight. Dollop is the first and most beloved of a team of food theme idols. She's typically sweet, bubbly, and a bit flirty, matching her candy theme, but has a wide acting and singing range due to her experience. Her life is entirely public and monitored by the company that made her. Being portrayed as cute, aesthetic, and idealistic. Some of her audience, however, has noticed that she seems to be forcing herself to keep up the image. Recent rumors say that she went missing, and posts and appearances are still being made as the company brushes it off as a clear lie. But something seems different about her, even more than before. She hates it here. Don't she? She hates it here. Get her out of there! Yeah, her. I actually also have in the permissions that acceptable themes with this character is cannibalism, prey and predator, dismemberment, dysphoria and dysmorphia, and objectification. Because the along with the being like owned by a company, she is also like really because all of her entire life is public. She has like no amount of herself that she can really, everyone is has it and is like consuming it, which is the reason why I keep saying maybe you shouldn't eat Dollop because she feels like she's being eaten alive already. What the fuck, man? I mean, it's like it's literally fine because it's not real. You eat her. To be fair, most people don't eat her to be evil. They just eat her because she's. My ads are coming up, and I have so much to say about my theming with Dollop. My good pal Juno. This is so fucked. Um, I was very intentional with this design. I was intentional with a lot of designs, but like Dollop was one that I was very intentional with. I don't want to talk about it if Juno can't hear. That feels so mean. I gotta wait 50 more seconds or something. Oh! Okay, Man, ads are weird. They're really weird. They do weird things. Yeah, so Dollop has been designed very intentionally. Candy, Rabbit, that was incredibly intentional. The candy has to do with like the consumerism, but more than consumerism, it's it's like what nothing to advertise at 2 a.m. I guess. Um, yeah, it's the consumerism, it's the temptation, it's the idea of something being so sweet and like a treat that you just want to eat it all. Um, and then the rabbit part is there's a lot of stuff with the rabbit part actually. Mostly, okay, one is that it's a prey animal, so that goes into like predator prey and being devoured. Another is that they are often livestock animals that people don't think about it often, but they are livestock animals for their fur and or their meat. And for the meat part, again, it goes into the consumerism part, and the fur, it kind of goes to the idea that she is just an object to people for people to get like things that they like, being like a luxurious fur or something. Um, and she is themed with hearts and like she's intended to be kind of flirty because that's the other thing part of it where it's like people being sexualized without their consent and stuff like that. She's got a lot going on. I love her so much. You don't you I she means so much to me. Those are all of my reasons for designing her the way that she is. And some of the like the implications with her story and what that does. Um yeah. I'm a little bit silly crazy about her. I'm silly crazy about Nikki as well for because Nikki also has a I hate it here thing going on. It's right there. Yeah. Um Cadmium is also one of my tragic characters. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but Cadmium is fucked up. That's spoilers though. I was working on my pirates. Um I don't know how much longer I'll go on for. I don't dude is standing there. Uh I want to switch back over to my machine learning playlist. There's I have if you listen to it, you'll notice that there's quite a few songs that are about cannibalism. Um, I recently added more. There's one, two, three, four, uh, five. Yeah, there's five. But considering this is like there's a lot. It's a lot, man. I might put this playlist in my server in case anybody wants to listen to it there, and they can look at the songs and go and pick out what they might think that some of these mean. If they want to. I don't know. No, your meds! Take your meds! Meds reminder now! Your silly little hooves. Yeah, I'm. Hold on. I want to pull up a song on here, but I don't know which one I want to pull up. I just think I should. Oh, yeah, let's start with Fuko and a Girl. This one is about. This one's about Dollop to me, and it's fucked up. You're so real for that, you know. Uh, ah. Sorry for the noise if you don't like noise. I like noise. There's so much Vocaloid on this playlist. uh, what do I need on this reference? I forgot. Something I kind of want to do. I want to make Vocaloids for all the robots. I think it would be fun, but I also don't know how to do that. Or Utaos, I guess. Right? It's a good song. Hi. Uh, I think it depends on which art. I was wondering which song it was. I was like, is this Hypothesis? It's so quiet right now. Let me look at your thing again. Let me think if I think that it's um I think that because of the cyan on it for the background specifically, I would call it Eye Strain, otherwise it wouldn't have been. I like that this rabbit thing has sharp teeth. Gil is so weird. Oh yeah, I was bringing up one of the reasons why I wanted to bring up like this the kind of animals that they were. The animals that they are in yeah. The animals that they are in this story are also important. Like I mentioned it before, that like Gil is a lot of prey animals, notably uh, deer and rabbit. It's I think the specific ones were deer, rabbit, beaver, and then just like sharp teeth that were sort of resembling shark teeth, but not necessarily. Um, Shark teeth would be the one that I point to, but I don't know. Um, and yeah, it's mostly because like you know, as I said before, he was kind of naive. He fell for a lot of stuff, and I think that shark teeth makes the most sense considering uh he will like show his teeth and look aggressive, but like deep down he's a rabbit. He's a little rabbit, he's a deer. And beaver is because he is a shipbuilder, and I thought it made sense that he would be working with wood and be a beaver. I don't know. Or the ones for Navon, notably it's tiger, a little bit of snake, a little bit of eel, a little bit orca. I think the orca and cow was just because like they're somebody said orcas are sea cows, and I was like, okay. I don't know what to do. I keep standing here like, damn, what do I put here? I need to draw him without his hat, without his. I need to draw him without his hat, with his hair up, or not even his hair up. It's his ears that are up. um, and then him without his jacket. He's such a weirdo. You're, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Realistically, I don't really need to come up with specific ones. It just helps me think. Speaking of mixing shit together, I love. This is one of my favorites. This is my favorites. This is. This is an alien species I have. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of weevil in here. I think that it's a weevil, chameleon. They have feathers. I don't know why. And they do have wings. My funny thing up here is put those wings away because their wings aren't actually, they're too heavy to fly. So their wings are pretty much just like display characteristics, and so having your wings out for these aliens is scandalous as fuck, and you need to put those shits away. Their species are all creatures based on stories and folklore. The less powerful ones are much more simple animal shaped. But the big powerful ones like death, love, truth, pain, the big stories, humans use, they're still animalistic. But yeah. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. These guys are so funny to me. I haven't. I meant to like upload that freaked Artfight before because that's a specific one. Um, but I just never did it. Oh, that's a lot of blood. You ever just casually scratch at like your leg or your arm, and then suddenly you're bleeding a lot, and you're like, oh wow, oops. I think I'm losing focus very quickly. Um, I did what I set out to do, which is do at least one thing for Artfight. Um, but I have been streaming for nearly 6 hours, and I usually intend to stream for like two. It might be time for me to end stream. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks for stopping by and staying for so long. I really appreciate it. It was really fun. Um, sorry, I don't think. You, that is true. You actually haven't. You've just been here the whole time, which is crazy to me. Um, yeah, it means a lot that you stopped by and stayed for so long. Uh, and I'm really happy to have you here, Juno, since you're not here very often. Uh, I'm always happy to have my cool pals around. Hee okay. You guys have the good rest of your night. Juno, get some sleep. Smile. Get some sleep. Okay. Good night. Bye, 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 guys. Bye, bye, bye. That says